There are so many manga to read. It is mind-blowing. So I am here and I'm going to give you the top 12 manga you should be trying out in 2025. I'm about to show you 12 manga that were picked not by me, by thousands and thousands and thousands of fellow manga and anime enthusiasts. These 12 manga won on MyAnimeLIst third annual Should You Read This Manga 2025 global event, which is designed to highlight exceptional new and upcoming manga. So whether you're newer to manga, a seasoned manga veteran, or you're looking to find the freshest manga before it becomes a hit anime, this list is going to be for you and everyone. So let's get started with the first three winners of the first category. The first category of You Should Read This Manga in 2025 is for manga that readers simply really want to recommend to a friend and they are excited about and hyped up about. First of the three winners in this category is Gachiakuta, one of my favorite reads at the moment in 2025. A boy named Rudo and his foster father living in the slums of a wealthy town where they try to coexist with the rest of the town's residents. But Rudo despises the wastefulness of the upper class. Ignoring the warnings from those around him, he regularly rummages through the town's garbage in search of anything useful or valuable to save from the abyss. And the abyss is a massive hole where anything considered trash is dumped, including people. One day, after running into a mysterious figure on the way home, he returns to find his foster father's dying body on the floor, and he is immediately found at the scene by the authorities and charged with murder, and no one believes his claims of innocence, so he is thrown into the abyss. Instead of dying, however, he finds himself in a strange, foul-smelling place surrounded by monsters made out of trash. When he is attacked by said monsters, he is saved by a man and reveals himself to be a cleaner, someone who uses special weapons called vital instruments to combat these creatures. In order to get his revenge on the one who killed his stepfather, he reluctantly becomes a cleaner to fight his way back up and out of the abyss. The second winner in this category was Kagurabachi. 18 years ago during the war, Kun Ashigi was the most renowned man in Japan. As a master swordsmith, he forged 6 enchanted blades, each imbued with a special power that secured the nation's victory. After the war, he retired to the mountains with his son, who began diligently learning the craft. Nearing his 15th birthday, the level-headed boy resolved to one day succeed his father. However, his plans were derailed when he witnessed a group of powerful sorcerers kill his father and steal the sacred blades. 3 years after the incident, he lives on with hatred in his heart and an intense desire for revenge. Wielding the N10, the 7th and final enchanted blade his father created in secret, he cuts down evildoers associated with the organization he believes to be responsible for his father's death. He has yet to unlock the sword's full potential or perfect his swordsmanship, but he will stop at nothing to retrieve the stolen katanas, avenge his father, and honor the legacy he left behind. The third winner in this category is definitely one of my favorites. I've talked about this one a bunch of times. It is ongoing, and it is Magus of the Library. And the premise of this one is, throughout civilization, books have been revered. They crystallize knowledge, link the past to the future, and convey thought itself. To protect all sorts of written texts, a man known as the Magus of the Library established the Central Library in Afsak, the city of books. In the slums of a desert village lives Theo Fumis, a young boy who loves to read. Unfortunately, people from the slums are unable to use the local library. To make matters worse, he is continually bullied by his peers due to his unusually long ears. Seeking to escape from the miserable living conditions, he dreams of one day going to Afsak. His unpleasant daily life is soon soon interrupted by the arrival of the Kafna, elite librarians skillful enough to work at the Central Library. One of the Kafna lends Theo her most cherished book. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, he is unable to finish reading it by the time the Kafna have to depart. Fortunately for Theo, she renews his loan, giving him yet another reason to go to the city of books. And the artwork in MyAnimeLIst Library is absolutely stunning. The world building is amazing. Definitely recommend this one. The second category with 3 winners in it is manga that should be an anime. And the first of the 3 winners is Goku Rakugai. Goku Rakugai, a bright and bustling working class district with a hidden dark side. In this area without order, Tao and Alma work as troubleshooters for hire. Their missions involve helping a young boy find his lost friend, a person who disappears without a trace, and disfigured animal corpses. All the while, the evil spirits who live in the shadows bring out a different side to these troubleshooters. Goku Rakugai is ongoing and currently has 3 volumes out at the moment and has a great start to a manga series you don't want to miss. The second winner in this category is Kindergarten Wars. Kindergarten Noir is widely known as the world's safest kindergarten. Attended by the children of wealthy and noble figures, its defenses are seemingly impenetrable, even though assassination attempts are a big part of the daily routine. However, the teachers of the kindergarten are far from ordinary. They are all convicted criminals trying to reduce their sentences. The recently joined legendary assassin named Rita is no different. According to her contract, she must work as a teacher for a full year to be released. She quickly proves her worth with unmatched combat skills. Even the notorious assassin has a weakness. She longs for a handsome boyfriend, which leaves her vulnerable in combat when faced with a particularly attractive opponent. Her and her colleagues continue to ensure the children's safety to gain freedom, but Rita never stops looking for the man of her dreams. The third winner in this category is Hotaru no Yomiri. Satoko, the eldest daughter of the Honorable Kirigaya family, has received many marriage proposals from men captivated by her beauty and grace. However, she has turned them all down due to her secret heart defect. Despite her condition, she is still willing to find a husband to ease her beloved father's concerns. While on a stroll, she is kidnapped by a group of mercenaries, one of them being Shinpei Goto, a legendary assassin tasked with executing her. She tries to bribe him into freeing her, but it proves unsuccessful. Out of options, she makes a desperate gamble. Under the pretense of love at first sight, she asks him to marry her. Unexpectedly, he takes the bait and vows to protect her. As the couple escapes to freedom, she struggles to keep up the ruse and make sense of the mysterious man she has eloped with. The next category is Best for Beginners. The 3 winners in this category are great options whether you're new to manga, and still great if you are a seasoned manga reader. The first winner in this category is Dan to Dan. After being aggressively rejected, Momo finds herself sulking when she stumbles across a boy being bullied. Saved by her rash kindness, the occult-obsessed boy attempts to speak to her about supernatural interests he believes they share. Rejecting his claims, she proclaimed that she instead is a believer in ghosts, starting an argument between the two over which is real. In a bet to determine who is correct, the two decide separately to visit locations associated with both the occult and the supernatural. Her visiting the former and the boy visiting the latter. When the two reach their respective places, it turns out that neither was wrong, and that both the occult and the ghost do exist. This marks the beginning of her and the boy's adventure as they attempt to fix the surreal, supernatural, and occult elements around them to return to normal life. The second winner in this category is Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. The sole thing that gets the middle-aged Sasuke through his soul-sucking job is a cheerful smile from Yamada, the young woman who works at a nearby 24-hour supermarket he frequents. After every tiring day of getting berated by his boss, he stops by the store to have his spirit healed by his favorite cashier. After a particularly grueling day, he shows up at the supermarket only to find that her shift has already ended. Disappointed, he searches for a place to smoke when a woman from behind the store calls him over to join her. The bold and dangerously playful Tayama is quick to call out his particular habit of always seeking out her co-worker, even going as far as telling Yamada about his vested interest in her. Now, in addition to seeing his adored cashier, Yamada, he also visits the store to see if his new smoking partner is around. But there is more to Tayama's mischievousness than she initially lets on. With every cigarette, an unlikely friendship begins to blossom. The last winner in this category is Ruri Dragon. Ruri is just another average high school student until she wakes one morning to discover horns growing out of her head. Confused and unimpressed by the change, she shows them to her mother. However, her mother remains unfazed and reveals a shocking truth. Ruri is half dragon. Although Ruri has no idea what to make of this sudden development, she decides to go to school like normal, hoping that another ordinary day awaits her. But it does not take long before her best friend, classmates, and homeroom teacher all notice something amiss. Swarmed by people requesting to look at, feel, and take selfies with her horns, Ruri realizes being a half-dragon is going to be much more chaotic than she expected. The next category with 3 winners is Unique Art and Story, for seasoned manga fans seeking originality in the artwork or narrative. And the first winner is Veil. Like a classic film, he and she encountered each other by chance. He was an on-duty police officer in the city. She was a runaway heiress. When he learned that she is looking for work, he decided to welcome her as a police station telephone operator. This was the beginning of the everyday lives of he and she and the delicate distance between them. Enjoy witty dialogue and bold illustrations in this full-color manga collection. The second winner in this category is Kaiju Girl. Kuro Akashi is an introverted, quiet, and seemingly normal high school girl. Though accustomed to being alone, her dreary days begin to change when she meets Arata, a bright and handsome boy in her class. Despite his popular status, he is kind enough to reach out to an outcast like her. Soon, she finds her heart begins to pound around him. It keeps pounding and pounding and pounding until she transforms into a monstrous kaiju. She has a certain affliction as her embarrassment grows due to the monstrous appendages from her body, and when it hits a peak, she unleashes the full extent of her transformation. At the same time, beauty meets kaiju, and Japan faces off against the looming threat of the mysterious monster. Can he accept her feelings, or will he be too frightened off by her colossal form? Depending on his decision, the world may experience the full devastation of a girl's heart-pumping youthful love. The third winner in this category is The Color of the End Mission in the Apocalypse. I personally read volume 1 of this and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to get more volumes and delve into this world and see what is happening. It is about a girl who walks alone in a world without humans. Her mission is to search for survivors and cleanse the land. But is anyone still out there in the lonely, beautiful ruins waiting to be found? Years after Earth was wiped clean of life by the mysterious beings known as executioners, a single girl walks alone through an empty but beautiful ruins. Her seemingly endless mission to search for survivors, cleanse the land, and bury the dead. But when the countless funerals are over, will there be anyone left alive to mourn? those 12 manga are only the tip of the iceberg. My Anime List put together 77 unique manga series across the 4 discovery categories. So down below you can click the link and go check out the rest that were voted on for yourself and find even more manga to check out and read. There are even bonus recommendation sections that are created in a collaboration with other manga publishers and book sellers to check out.